told me I should know better. Still in the tea with Trevor. Found the sofa with the old leather.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Crooklyn. I'm back at you again with another one, another reaction, man. You see the light, see the camera, so you know damn well it's... Say we got a video that was sent to me by, you know, the subs gotta send me some video. You know, they like, I actually asked for some videos because I haven't been excited to do any videos lately. I'm not even gonna front to you. I disappeared for like a good 6 days and enjoyed my time outside of YouTube, because YouTube could definitely be stressful, you know, worrying about views, worrying about likes and all that stuff. Sometimes you gotta step back and reevaluate life itself. But today we got a video called New York Drill, lyrics that really happened. And I don't know how. It gotta be somebody from NY that did this one right here. Cause how you know these lyrics even really happened? But without further ado, let's get into the video.
New York is known for being the birthplace of hip-hop. With all the local gangs and street drama, the concrete jungle can get pretty wild. Often, the music describes cold events unfolding in the city. Here's a look at a few New York drill lyrics that actually happened. Niggas gave you a wedgie, now you trying to test me, and you gonna get shot. Paparazzi Poe. Paparazzi Poe is a drill rapper from Harlem, New York. Poe originally started gaining attention for the track Look at Me, featuring Cardi B and Billionaire Black, and has been steadily building a career for himself.
I mean, Poe really gained attraction because he was claiming he was Alpo's son. I mean, already know Alpo was a wrong nigga in life to go kill his friend over some keys that didn't even, you know, the situation didn't even need to go down because his friend got the keys to rescue his little brother. And in the end, Alpo killed Rich Porter, his friend, which caused, you know, I would say turn of events or domino effect, which ended up in both of them passed away, meaning him, Rich Porter, and his little brother and the uncle did it. All because of that one move that Alpo did. Rich was about to, you know, get that bread to go make sure he could, you know, secure and save the life of his little brother. And but Paparazzi ain't never did nothing in music
over the past few years. But Paparazzi, known for being the biological son of famous drug trafficker turned FBI informant Alpo Martinez.
Okay, you know.
Alpo Martinez was a powerful drug dealer from Harlem who rose to prominence during the crack epidemic of the mid-'80s. He built a drug network along with two other famous street hustlers named Rich Porter and AZ Facin that controlled the drug trade in New York at the time. All the money and power ended up getting to Alpo's head, and he ended up murdering his partner Rich over petty disputes and jealousy. To make matters worse, he was indicted by the FBI in 1990 on multiple murder and drug charges. Facing the death penalty or life in prison, Alpo turned FBI informant and testified against several members of his investigation. For his testimony, Alpo was sentenced to 35 years in prison and was released into witness protection in 2015. In 2002, the exploits of Alpo, Rich Porter, and AZ Facin were made into a movie called Paid in Full, starring Cameron as Alpo, Mekhi Phifer as Porter, and Wood Harris as Facin. The events are dramatized and the characters' names are altered slightly, but the film was pretty closely based on the events that unfolded. The film was produced by Dame Dash and Jay-Z, along with Facin himself, and is considered a classic film in hip-hop that has been referenced countless times by artists in the genre. So Alpo is one of the most famous snitches in the history of New York, and unlike other city rats such as 6ix9ine, he was really about that life before deciding to flip. Paparazzi Poe has confirmed in interviews that he is the biological son of Alpo. However, he doesn't have much of a relationship with him. He claims that although he does not condone snitching, he's not going to badmouth his father because the situation had nothing to do with him. But needless to say, Paparazzi Poe has had to fight extra hard to gain respect in New York for being associated with one of the most famous snitches in the city's history. This has led to numerous beefs with local rappers, including an artist named Sha Ek. Sha Ek is a rapper from the Bronx who's known for tracks like Jiggy Man This, Jiggy Man That.
Yo, that's why I be hating you out of town, this nigga. I thought it was somebody from the city. Nigga said Sha Ek. Bro, you might as well not do videos like this if you ain't really do your research, little nigga.
He often refers to himself as Jiggy Man. However, he was given a slightly more embarrassing nickname after a video of him getting his ass whooped went viral. In the song Get Shot, Paparazzi Poe disses Sha Ek by rapping, "Nigga gave you a wedgie, now you trying to test me, and you gonna get shot." In this bar, Poe is referencing a video of the rapper getting a wedgie by his own man in the High Bridge neighborhood of the Bronx. The video is pretty embarrassing, and the Jiggy Man rapper can clearly be seen getting dragged around by his underwear. Poe even included the footage of the incident in his own music video for the song, which plays alongside him as he raps the bar. After the video was released, X started getting called Wedgie Man instead of Jiggy Man, which definitely hurt his street cred. The beef between Poe and Shot X started after X made some comments about Poe being Alpo's son. Poe clearly did not like these remarks and took matters into his own hands and also dedicated a whole diss track to let the rapper know he isn't playing around. Poe also claims to have paperwork claiming X himself is a snitch.
Pick, nigga, you fucking rat, nigga. You ratted, nigga. I lined you up like I was trying to hear you out. I lined them up like I was trying to hear them out and then wowed them up. That's it.
However, X defends that the paperwork didn't tell the full story and he never ratted.
I never ratted. Like, get them niggas up here. Niggas be sucking my dick, nigga. That's cat. That's fake paper. That's never ratted. It says my name. Niggas, what the f? Y'all niggas is dumb.
Shot X chose to embrace the embarrassing viral moment and has continued to release music and diss his ops. However, it's pretty tough to continue to portray a street image after your own man dragged you around by your underwear in broad daylight. But Shot X isn't the only popular New York rapper to be dissed by ops for an embarrassing viral moment. This next track references a video of a popular Brooklyn rapper getting slammed when he was just a kid. He later sought revenge on the dude who hit him, but that didn't stop his ops from trying to discredit him. Let's check it out. Pop Smoke shoulda got smoked. Who was he speaking to? He got slapped and went viral. Why y'all believing dude? Coach the Ghost, MV Kane, Wu K, Part 2. Pop Smoke was a Brooklyn drill legend who unfortunately passed away at only 20 years old in February 2020. Rest in peace. Leading up to his death, Pop was considered one of the leading voices in the Brooklyn drill movement after tracks like Welcome to the Party and Dior brought national attention to the genre. But before he was killed in a robbery gone wrong in Hollywood Hills, California, Pop Smoke was a well-known figure in New York and had his fair share of beef with other artists and thugs in the streets. Pop was allegedly affiliated with GS9 and the G-Stone Crips. He's also part of an umbrella gang called the Wu, which contains multiple sets of different gangs who are allied with one another. Check out our video on the Woos versus the Chos for more information on this deadly beef. The G-Stone Crips in Brooklyn are known to beef with the Gangsta Disciples, who are part of another umbrella organization called the Chos. Coach the Ghost is one of the most prominent Cho rappers and has been beefing with Pop Smoke and other Wu rappers like 5EO Foreign for years. Coach the Ghost is credited with being one of the original Chos in Brooklyn and a rapper who really put in work in the street. He was arrested in 2012 as a part of a massive sting operation called Operation Tidal Wave and spent 6 years in prison. After he came out, he went right back to dissing his ops and establishing his name in the streets. In this particular bar, Coach is referencing a video of a rapper getting slapped on the street in Brooklyn when he was just 13. The video, which went viral on World Star, shows a young Pop Smoke getting slapped by a group of Bloods for claiming his allegiance to the Crips. Pop is outnumbered and walks away from the confrontation rather than pressing the issue. Pop was young at the time and clearly would have gotten his ass kicked if he tried to fight them all at once. But the video ended up going viral and the artist had to suffer a bit of embarrassment, especially from his ops who were happy to use it against him. However, not long after Coach the Ghost dropped his track, Pop ended up getting revenge on his attacker. They say that revenge is a dish best served cold, and it only took about 7 years for Pop to get his. He ended up catching one of the dudes lacking at a bodega and gave him a beatdown on camera. In the video, the dude seems pretty scared and not quite as tough as back when the two were kids. This revenge video put to bed the rumors that Pop Smoke was soft and he wasn't about the life he was claiming. Obviously, his ops aren't going to give him credit for handling his business. However, there were no more comments made about Pop Smoke being soft after that. However, that still didn't stop the beef between him and Coach, even after the artist was tragically murdered. Coach even went as far as tweeting the bar on the day he died, claiming that he's tired of predicting the future and that Wu K Part 3 was coming soon. If that wasn't bad enough, he dropped a track called Hitless in April 2020, where he sent a shot at Pop Smoke, who had died less than 2 months before. The bar is actually directed at other Brooklyn-based rappers and Pop Smoke affiliates like 5EO Foreign and Jay Guapo. However, it does throw some shade on the deceased Pop at the time. In the bar, Coach says, "If you getting money, then why are you condoning the same shit that got Pop Smoke? And I just find it funny, it's 2020, so stop rapping and say that you're not, bro." Coach is asking 5EO and Jay why they're still repping their set if they're so successful, and suggests that the reason Pop Smoke was killed was that he was pretending to be a gangster when he wasn't. Many found the bar to be in poor taste, even if Pop was a former enemy. Despite his affiliation to the G-Stone Crips, Pop tried to distance himself from that lifestyle once he got famous and claimed in interviews that the Wu referred more to a lifestyle and culture than to a gang. Also, the reason he was killed had nothing to do with repping his set, but was simply a robbery that went wrong. But then again, when it comes to street beef, nothing is off limits. The song attracted the attention of none other than Gucci Mane, who signed Coach to 1017 after hearing the track. Coach was given a 1017 chain and everything. However, just a few months later, Gucci revealed the official list of new signees to the label, and Coach wasn't on it. He also was not featured on the compilation album So Icy Summer that contained many new signees to the label, which led many fans to speculate that he had been dropped from the label. However, he still signed to Atlantic, the parent company behind 1017, and fans have spotted Coach with his 1017 chain, indicating that they are still on good terms. Many have speculated that Gucci decided to pass him along to Atlantic after realizing the kind of enemies he'd be bringing on by signing him to his own label. Pop Smoke is a beloved figure in New York, and with the return of Bobby Shmurda and Rowdy Rebel, the Wu have a much larger movement when it comes to the music industry. If you've seen our other videos on Chicago drill, you know that the black disciples in Chicago have a major advantage over the gangster disciples when it comes to rappers. The same is true in New York when it comes to the GDs and the Crips. Therefore, just by signing this one artist, Gucci would be inheriting a huge beef and destroying possible connections in the industry. At this point, no one in New York is going to test Gucci Mane over signing an artist. However, fans do tend to choose sides, and maybe Gucci didn't want to associate his label and his other artists with the beef. It also seems strange that Gucci would sign a Brooklyn drill artist when he has a hold over the southern hip-hop market, and perhaps signing directly to Atlantic was a better fit. So the Pop Smoke diss has both hurt and helped Coach's career. It has given him more buzz than he had before. However, it may have gotten him blackballed in the industry. Only time will tell if he'll be the next rising GD rapper or just another artist stuck on the shelf. But Pop Smoke isn't the only rapper to get dissed by his ops over an embarrassing moment from his past. This next rapper got his chain snatched early in his career, only to have one of them diss him about it in a track. Let's check it out. Fake ass chains will be snatched. Spaz Drilly, Bike Hero, Lil Tjay diss. Spaz Drilly is a rapper from the Bronx who's associated with Drilly Gang, a rap crew and gang from the Bronx, New York. They have beef with Smelly Gang and Slattery Boys, the crew that Lil Tjay is a member of. Lil Tjay is a singer and rapper from the Fordham neighborhood of the Bronx. He's best known for tracks like FN and Calling My Phone featuring Black, and has racked up hundreds of millions of streams on his songs on Spotify and Apple Music. However, early in his career, before he was noticed on a national level, Lil Tjay was confronted by ops and had his chain snatched. He described the incident in an interview with Mel's TV. He claims that one day, when he was walking around the neighborhood, some dudes pulled up on him pretending to be fans. They started asking him questions, and things started getting tense. TJ says that he wasn't moving as smart as he should have been, and the ops simply caught him off guard. They started asking him if he was a Crip, which is when he realized that they were trying to apply pressure. He says that there were 10 or 15 dudes present. He took the beating, but said he wasn't trying to get shot, so he let him take the chain and be out. He doesn't identify who snatched the chain in the interview. But since Spaz Drilly later dissed him on the track Bike Hero, it seems likely that it may have been the Drillies or their affiliates who got the drop on him. Lil Tjay has been pretty quiet about his gang affiliations. However, he is known to rep his neighborhood crew, Slattery Boys, as well as Smelly Gang, a crew named for his dead friend Smelly. The title of the Spaz Drilly's track, Bike Hero, is a reference to Smelly, who got stabbed to death after a confrontation over a bike. TJ, who was only 15 at the time, was present when Smelly got killed and has made several references to Smelly in his music. It's not entirely clear whether Slattery Boys are Blood or Crip, and the same with the Drillies. Many fans have claimed that TJ has repped the Crips in the past and has songs with Crip artists like Chef G and 5 Foreign. However, others say he's associated with 1090, a set of the Bloods. New York gang culture is a little less structured than in other places, so it's possible that Lil Tjay mainly reps local neighborhood gangs and doesn't bang a particular set. However, one thing is clear: the Slattery Boys don't rock with the Drillies and vice versa. Ultimately, the Spaz Drilly diss didn't seem to hurt TJ's street cred too much, as he took the beating and admits he got caught lacking without his people around to back him up. He wasn't a super poppin' rapper at the time, so the chain probably wasn't worth much. Plus, Lil Tjay is a much bigger artist than Spaz Drilly, and many fans probably aren't even aware of the diss. If you like this video, check out some of our previous videos. From rappers getting ran up on to rappers that couldn't pay the bill. We cover the most insane stories that you need to hear. Well,
I ain't gonna lie, this video trash as hell, son. I'm sorry. This video dookie. Like, there's a bunch of stuff that I already knew already just from on the street level and internet level. Like, bro, like, what? I don't know, man. I'm out of here, man. It's your boy Crooklyn, man. Like, subscribe, share, request. Press that bell for your post notifications. Press that subscribe button, people. So waste my goddamn time.